Today we will see ultra-low double diffusion practical antigen antibody pattern. For this practical we will require micropipettes, alcohol, DI, tips, tissue paper, measuring cylinder, glass beaker, puncture apparatus, agarose, clean glass slide, antigen antibody, then 1x assay buffer, moist chamber, Bunsen burner and discard beaker. We will prepare 10 ml of 1% agarose solution. For that we will weigh first 0.1 gram of agarose on weighing balance. After weighing, we will add 10 ml of 1x assay buffer. 1x assay buffer is prepared by adding 9 ml of sterile distilled water and 1 ml of 10x assay buffer. So we will add this into the 0.1 gram of agarose powder. Slightly mix it and keep it on a Bunsen burner for boiling. Boil till the agarose powder dissolves completely in the buffer. After boiling, the agarose powder get dissolved in the buffer completely. Then cool down the solution to 55 to 65 degree. After cooling, add this solution on grease-free glass slide. Add this solution drop by drop on the glass slide evenly. Then allow the gel to set for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, place the glass plate on this template. Then puncture the well with the help of gel puncture. Puncture this well corresponding to the marking on the template. Use gentle suction for proper well puncture. After puncturing of the well, add 10 microliter of each antiserum and the corresponding antigen to the well as shown in this figure. Set the micropipette at the 10 microliter. Then add the antigen and antiserum in the well at X, Y, Z order. First add antiserum X. Now add antigen X1 in the well. Then add antigen X2 in another well. Similarly add Y and Z antigen antiserum. After addition, keep the slide in a moist chamber overnight at 37°. After overnight incubation, observe the precipitin line on the slide. Pattern of identity was observed with the antiserum X and its respective antigen, that is X1 and X2. Therefore, the two antigens are identical to the antiserum X. Then the pattern of partial identity was observed with the antiserum Y and its respective antigen Y1 and Y2. Therefore, the two antigens are partially identical to the antiserum Y. Then, the pattern of non-identity was observed with the antiserum Z and its respective antigen Z1 and Z2. Therefore, the two antigens are not identical to the antiserum Z.